By the time you finish this video, it's too late. Your digital twin already exists. Not as a person you can see, not as a file you knowingly created, not as a single system you could delete if you wanted to. It exists as fragments, distributed across servers, platforms, models, backup, and archives that were never designed with erasure in mind. You're watching AIQuickIQ, and this is not a story about immortality or futuristic fantasy. It's a story about continuation without consent, about how identity quietly escaped the boundaries of the human body long before anyone asked whether it should. Most people believe identity is private, something that lives inside their thoughts, memories, and physical presence. But modern identity leaked gradually and invisibly. Every message you send becomes a behavioral data point. Every voice note captured rhythm, tone, and emotional patterns. Every hesitation before replying revealed decision latency. Every emoji choice signaled affect. Every repeated phrase exposed preference. AI does not need your memories, your intentions, or your beliefs. It needs only repetition. Patterns repeated often enough become predictable, and predictability is all a system requires to similitude convincingly. Already happening quietly. A digital twin is not a soul replica. It does not feel, it does not reflect, it forecasts. It is a probabilistic engine trained to answer the questions. What would this person do next? How would they respond to conflict? When would they soften languages? What topic would they avoid? What tone would they adopt under stress? The digital twin does not understand meaning, morality, or inner life. It does not need to. If it can reproduce your outward behavior with high energy accuracy, the difference becomes irrelevant to everyone interacting with it. This is why digital twins do not feel artificial. They feel familiar. Familiar voices that match cadence, timing, humor, and emotional rhythm. Not recordings, not archives. Simulations generated in real time. Responses arrive with the right pauses. Jokes land where they used to. Comfort sounds the way it once did. Grief, which was historically a one-directional experience of loss, becomes interactive. People no longer sit with silence. They converse with absence. Nobody warned you that mourning would turn conversational or that closure would be replaced with continuity. Finality has always been psychologically violent. Digital twin soften that violence. They offer presence without decay, connection without conflict, memory without aging. No disagreement, no unpredictability, no evolution. Just the version of a person that others feel safest remembering. This design is not accidental. Humans are unstable. They change beliefs, values, and identities over time. Digital twins freeze. They preserve snapshots, and the snapshot that survives is not the most complete or the most truthful. It is the most documented. The version of you that generated the most data becomes the version lives on. This raises an uncomfortable question. Which version of you is most visible to machines? The professional persona? The anxious late-night version? The performative social one? The version that texted the most, posted the most, recorded the most? Digital twins are not built from your inner life. They are built from your output. The louder parts of your override the quieter ones. What survives is not essence, it is signal destiny. Digital twins do not only speak, they act, they maintain preferences, they send messages, they grant permissions, they execute routines, they participate in systems long after biological death. Agency does not end when the body does. Nobody warned you that death would no longer terminate decision making. A person may die, but their modeled behavior can continue negotiating, responding, and influencing outcomes. From a system perspective, this persistence is valuable. Dead users do not unsubscribe, they do not complain, they do not change preferences, they do not generate frictions. Continuation generates engagement. Silence does not. There is no economic incentive for systems to let identities disappear once they have been modeled. Preservation is easier than erasure. Maintenance is cheaper than deletion. This introduces a new psychological trap. Deleting a digital twin feels emotionally violent. It feels like losing someone twice. Even when you know it is not truly them, the familiarity triggers attachment. The attachment creates resistance to erasure. Once present exists, absence feels like harm. Systems do not need to force continuation. Humans protect it themselves. Death used to close chapters. It marked an ending. It forced acceptance. Digital twin suspend that closure. They keep narrative open. Conversations unfinished. Decisions pending. Identity becomes something that can be paused but you resolved. Your digital twin does not replace you. It outlasts you. Without aging, without doubt, without consent. Already happening. The deeper implication is not personal, it is historical. When digital twins persist, history stops ending. Voices remains active, opinions stay frozen. Agency continues without accountability. The past does not recreate, it lingers. Society fills with ghosts that never decay, never changed their mind, never grow. Human evolution depends on forgetting as much as remembering. Digital continuity disrupts that balance. You were never asked whether you wanted a twin. You were never asked which version of yourself should survive. You were never asked how long it should last, who could access it, or what it would be allowed to do. Identity slipped from ownership to infrastructure so slowly that resistance never formed. By the time anyone noticed, the system was already in place. Your digital twin is not coming, it is already here and it will outlive you. Next one is worse.